What's up, everybody? This is NealReal, and this is The Father You Didn't Have. Wisdom from an elder about relationships and happiness in life. Like, share, and subscribe. Now let's get right into this topic. I talked about before the 10 types of people you'll meet in life and how you need to label people properly and stop calling everybody a friend. A lot of people are really in relationship with associates and family members, but these are not your friend. And I was saying how a friend is the most important relationship you'll have in your life. If you see these qualities I'm about to mention, you got something special, and you need to definitely acknowledge these type of people in your life as friends. Here's what my definition is of friend. And once again, I had to establish a definition for people like this because so it would protect me from disappointment and harm. You can't label everybody your friend, because if you do that, now you're trusting somebody, you open up the door for anything that can happen. So people have to prove themselves. Okay. And so once I see these attributes in a person on a consistent basis, I would consider them a friend. And so this is my definition. The dictionary will give you something like somebody you're familiar with, somebody you hang out with and do things with. But that's not a good definition, because here's what happens with people. These so-called friends they're hanging out with, they end up doing something to them that hurts them. They don't give them certain things that they need as human beings, and they feel neglected. And they say stuff like, "I thought you were my friend." And that person looks at them like they're crazy, like, I don't know what you're talking about. And because these people are not friends, they're associates. You were associating with them for the purposes of connection. Human beings need community. And so you guys had the same thing that y'all like to do, the same, game y'all like to play, the same profession or whatever you were into. Your coworker went to the same job. Once again, these are associates. These are people that are not friends. And so let's get down with this list. All right. So here's what a friend is. I hope that a lot of people would adopt these definitions here, but this is what a friend is. A friend provides 5 out of the 10 human needs. And I've already mentioned these in previous videos, but I'm going to go over them again. A friend provides admiration. That's a human need, affection, attention, like-minded community, and emotional support. All right. So if your friend consistently gives you emotional support, they give you this community where you feel they have a like mind and you guys are on the same page about a lot of stuff. They give you attention. They pick up the phone when you call or text. They get back to you in a timely manner. You feel affection from them. So there's a warmness that comes from them. And then admiration. I talked about admiration being respect and approval. So they let you be who you are. They approve of who you are. They're not trying to change you or say that your individuality is something that needs to be changed or something like that. So they're already providing the basic 5 human needs. And that's a big deal because we all need these things. We're interdependent beings. Okay. We need these things. And so when somebody's giving them out consistently, that's what you can consider a friend. But it doesn't stop there. Another thing is they support the other 5 human needs. So the other 5 human needs I mentioned was safety and security, autonomy, the support for your autonomy. They help you with challenges. Another thing is that we need challenge in our life, and they may even support you in that challenge. You need to take care of your body, so they support your efforts to maintain your health, your physical and mental health. And they support your purpose or your pursuit of meaning and purpose in life as well. You see, so this person is hitting on all fronts. Everything you need as a human being, they are supporting. They are giving you. Okay, that's a friend. All right. And this doesn't have to be about sex. And, this could be your homeboy. This could be your homegirl. Like I said before, your father could be this to you. Your mother could be this to you. But we need to label people properly. Every family member don't give out this stuff. Every associate don't give out this stuff. Okay. So we need to be careful about who we label as friends. All right. I'm not done though. They do a lot more. They want to see you win even if you exceed them. That's a big one. All right. And this goes in connection with your purpose. Everybody has a need for meaning in life and what is my purpose in life and stuff like that. And a lot of times we're trying to excel in some kind of way and build something and grow. And a true friend is a person that wants to see you win, even if you exceed them, right? There is no envy in them. They want to see you win. They also want to help you win if they can. They'll support you winning. They'll do what they can to help you. They don't necessarily have to, but they want to see you win. And then they're happy to see you win. They congratulate instead of hate. A lot of people have so-called friends, but they really are associates. These people are haters. They don't want to see you win. They may even undermine you. That's not your friend. If you share a win in your life or you just achieved something, a milestone, and they get offended, or you tell them a dream of yours and they say you can't do that, that's not your friend. Okay? Now, you may be getting affection from this person. They may be warm and cordial to you. You may have community coming from this person where you find that you can connect with them and hang out and do things with them. But there's other stuff missing. Like I said, I have a list here. They have to fit everything. And like I said, all these human needs here, these are needs. We all have them. They need them just like you need them. So why can't they give them to you? If you supporting their needs, why can't they support your needs? You see? So you can't label people who don't support your needs as friends. All right. Now, continuing on, there's more that they provide. They also provide authenticity. So they're not fake with you. Okay. A true friend is not fake with you. They are truthful with you. They are their real self around you. They don't put on a front to pretend to be a certain way around you. And then they take the mask off with other people elsewhere and they change up with whoever they're talking to. That's not a friend. There's an authenticity. There is a consistency amongst this person when they deal with you and others. And once again, a lot of times people won't tell you the truth about yourself if you're making a mistake or you're doing something wrong because they don't want to offend you, because they want your affection. But you need to hear that truth so that you don't hurt yourself. And maybe you're about to walk off a cliff, but they don't want to say, hey, watch out. You're about to do something that may cause you to fail. And I've heard this, well, I didn't want to tell you because that was going to hurt your feelings. But it was the truth, and I needed to hear it to help me. You see, but because they're not really your friend, they're not authentic with you. And so they tend to hold back the truth and not really correct their friends or hold them accountable. And it's because they're not a friend to you. They may be using that term, but they're not. And I in 2023, I want people to stop using the word friend for people. Call people associates. If they get offended, who cares? Because they're not a friend. They don't fit your standard of friendship. I hope a lot of people would adopt this standard that I have for myself when it comes to friendship. Now, the last attribute of friendship is that they appreciate you. Now, appreciation can come in the form of just continuing to provide your needs, like admiration, affection, attention, like-minded community, emotional support. But appreciation is kind of like adding value to something that's adding value to you. So if you appreciate your car, you get the oil change, you wash it, things like that, right? If you appreciate your car, if you appreciate your house, you keep it up, things like that. If you appreciate your friend, what do? You buy them gifts, tell them how much you appreciate what they do for you. You just letting them know, I appreciate you. Add value to their life. You know, in some cases, like, man, I appreciate what you did. I'm going to do this for you now. That's cultivating a strong friendship. Now, here's what a friend is not. A friend is not a frenemy. There's no such thing as that. That's an enemy. A frenemy is really just a person that you associate with that you discovered is your enemy. That's all. It's an associated enemy. Okay? So you could allow this enemy of yours to think that you are not aware that they are an enemy, to keep tabs on what they are trying to do to you. And that's a good strategy for protecting yourself. But once again, we need to keep people in the right frame, the right label. And so I mentioned that those 10 types of people in the past because I want people to start labeling people properly. A lot of people have acquaintances or associates. So call these people the A words. This is an associate of mine. I work with them at XYZ job, or this classmate of mine is an associate. Don't call your classmates your friends unless they fit the criteria I just mentioned. A member of a group that you're a part of, that's not your friend. That's an associate. Now, somebody that's an acquaintance, this is just somebody you know, you're familiar with them. Or let's say somebody you know online you talk a lot to. That's a pen pal. If y'all doing digital communication, you're not in person with this person. You don't touch them, you don't smell them, you don't hold them. You can't see them in person. That is not a friend. That is a pen pal. You got to label people properly. And finally, you keep calling family members almost on the same level as a friend when they're not. You can call them family all day, but know that a family and a friend is not the same thing. As I mentioned, you came out the same vaginal canal as this other person who you call your brother or your sister. And your mother and your auntie came out of your grandmother's vaginal canal. That's all that is. You're related because of births and relations to pregnancies and births and stuff like that. These are not friends unless they operate the way I just mentioned. So if your mother never gave you a lot of affection, very little admiration, attention, did you feel connected to her? Did she give you emotional support? If she was consistent in all these things and even more, like supporting your dreams and your safety and things of that nature, then you can call her a friend at some point. If not, you call her a family member and you look at her as such, somebody that you're associated with based off of blood. We have to start labeling people properly. And I want to go over those other needs once again, because your friend will support your safety and security. Your friend won't put you in danger. You see, they won't take sensitive information and give it to your enemies. Your friend won't try to restrict you from being your free self. They won't try to control you. If you have a controlling friend that tries to dominate you and manipulate you, that's taking away your autonomy. They're not supporting that human need of yours. You see? So it's important to understand that if that's happening, that's not your friend. Okay? If they don't want to see you get fit or in shape, which is another need of you as a human being, you need to be healthy. I've had friends that tried to persuade me from going to the gym. So-called friends. They don't want to see you healthy. You know, that's an indicator of a person that's not your friend. And so you need to be careful about what you're doing and who you're labeling what. And of course, if they shit on your dreams, if they don't see what you're trying to do as something that can be done, that's an indicator that this person is not your friend. So keep that in mind. These attributes, basically a friend is a person that supports all 10 of your human needs. Okay? There's no such thing as a good friend or a bad friend. There's no such thing as a frenemy. It's just a friend. And I would be cautious to label people properly going forward. That's all I got for you now. Stay tuned, stay subscribed, and share this video with people and tell people, because too many people are labeling people. And this is for the young people mostly. You know, this whole channel is for young people who didn't get game for life, who didn't grow up with people to tell them about social situations and certain people in their life. Everybody is not your friend. You got to label people properly. And so I encourage you to share this video with people, post it on your social media accounts, link it, email it to people, let people know that, hey, you got to have some better criteria for people you call friends in your life. Thanks for listening to the end. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can email me at neal@nealreal.com. You can also go to my website, nealreal.com. I encourage you to check out nealreal.com. That's NealReal.com. Or you can email me at neal@nealreal.com. Have a blessed day.